This
Started.
conference will now be recorded.
So in order to work with Databricks, first of all, you need to have control plane. Okay. And then you need to have a data plane. Okay. So control plane and data plane is something which we discussed last session also, but will not spend more time. If you have questions more in future, we'll discuss on this. But in simple way, if I say control plane is like your Databricks software, the one which we have it, and data plane, which is nothing but a workspace plus all the compute resources which we use for work, which typically we have it. So this is like a website with all the features like data engineering features, ML features, which we have on control plane and then data plane. So typically control plane is offered by Databricks only, by Databricks. Now data plane you can have on any accounts as such like AWS, Azure and Google Cloud. So you can create a clusters here and attach to the Databricks. So you can keep it anything like that. Now, so how do we get started? So just a second. So first thing, if you are starting first time, then you can go for Databricks uh, free edition, which I discussed yesterday. And here, if you see that I have already logged in to Databricks free editions. This is the one which you can go for it and log into this. But when you log in here, you won't get data plane. For that, you have to get into the accounts only. So this is the free editions, limited features you have. Now you can check offline what is the difference between the free editions and all stuff like that. So this is what we have. Uh, Here you get this free edition with basic functionality, and you need to have your own data plane. Databricks yesterday we discussed it offer free trial also, and 400 you get it. But today when I enroll, I got $40 only. So unfortunately, I was expecting $400, but I got $40. So here, if you see, just a second. This is the account. No, no.
This is
This
free edition, free trial.
no. This is the full feature you have,
Okay.
and I got this credit of $40. $40 DVUs I can utilize. So just half an hour back, I created this account. Okay, so you can go for it, and typically it says $400, but because maybe I have used so many times trial version, so they this time they gave me $40. If you see that here, $40. Okay, so that is the something which we have. Now you
No,
can
free edition is different from free trial, is what you're saying, right? Free trial is
yes,
for premium.
this is a premium with
Mm.
free trial with
Mm.
$400. Yeah,
Okay.
so understand this way. Now there is one more way you can get started, and in which you can go for Databricks with Azure directly, or
Mm.
AWS, or or uh, Google Cloud. Here you get 14 days full free, and after that you have to it will be chargeable. Okay, 14 days full free. So that is up to you which one you would
That
like
is
to.
which one? Databricks with Azure. What
Azure,
is
yeah,
that edition?
14 days. So in
No.
that case, you
How
go
should
for,
I enroll?
I'll show you that. Okay, so this is something which we have. So, and again, here when I say 14 days, computes are not free. Compute will be chargeable for you by Azure. Only the Databricks part, which is a control
Hmm.
plane will be chargeable, 14 days free. Okay,
Hmm.
so how do we enroll? So this uh, Databricks, you can just click on this and you can enroll, which you have done it actually. So I don't have to talk about that one, which you have to click here, try Databricks, and you will get this one. But in Azure, how can we get started? So that I'm going to show you. So first of all, the trial Azure will not allow for having Databricks clusters to be created. So you have to go for the pay as you go. So that's one. So I'm going to create one resource group. So if I see that I have a couple of resource group, I will create one more. And this resource group I am creating data bricks. Okay.
Hmm.
And pay as you go and central India created. Now after that, after creating a resource group, I have to create one VNet also. So VNet virtual network and create. Now here I'm going to select the Databricks and here Databricks Central India. Next, security I'll let it be, IP address I'll let it be. Here I'm going to create two subnets, one public subnets, one private subnets. You can go for this one also, that's not a problem, but public subnet and private subnet is good for kind of practice and understanding the environments. So go for this, and here I'll this name this public subnet, and all this thing here you can put it up, and whichever the IP address you want, 256, that's okay, and starting IP address and add it. Now similar way, private subnets, private subnet, and here automatically it will take 256 IP address and add it. So I have done tagging if you really want to do, and a review and create it. Okay, so I created resource group and then followed by VNet network. So with that, I'm going to now create a Databricks. Now here I just said this is the, you can go for this one also, this one also. I'm showing you the demo for this one. So go for click on the Databricks and here Azure Databricks. Click on it, and right now you don't have any clusters, so create this.
So
Pay
first
as
we
you,
have to create a resource group with virtual network and then issue Databricks, right?
yeah, it will be there in the recording. You can do it at your speed also.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah,
Yeah. So a resource group
yeah.
and workspace name. So a default workspace name you can give it workspace one, something like that, and Central India. Now here only I was telling you, you can go for trial period premium 14 days free reviews or premium. This will immediately start, you start paying for it. And this is the standard Apache Spark secure with Entra ID. So go for trial premium, and this way you can learn some all premium features. You can start with the Apache Spark also, it's up to you. Apache Spark you don't have to come to Azure also. You can
Uh,
install in your laptop and get started also. So this is the way. and uh, what you want to name resource group, manage resource group name for this. So Databricks, here networking. So networking, I have created for that. So if you want to create a networking, you can do that. So here deploy Azure Databricks workspace with secure collection connectivity, no public IP address. So I want to, yeah, I'll make it yes. Deploy Azure Bricks workspace in your virtual network. So here it says no, but I will say yes because I created this one. Public subnet automatically taken, private subnets automatically taken. And do you want to create a NAT gateway? A NAT gateway is a way to get the IP address in the private subnet. Okay, so that is something which you have. So public subnet, and I forgot the IP address range actually. So go for all resources, and here, and this is the one, right? And private subnet, and this is the one. Okay, NAT gateway is for the getting the internet in the private subnet. As of now, not required. This will take more time also. And review and create encryption, I don't want, and should be okay for all, and create. Okay, so now what you did basically third options, uh, using that we deploy the Databricks with Azure, and third options. Just wait for a couple of minutes. This will be created. So this is the one you created one data plane, basically one workspace. So like that, every organizations will have hundreds of workspace, right? For different team, QA environment, dev environment, production environment, all this thing. So like that, you can create that one. So now if you see that, now is Sage manage suggestion group database cannot be same. Okay, so the problem was, I'll tell you, the problem was here, whatever I'm creating this one, and the resource group which I have created in the network, that cannot be same. Manage resource group subscription, this one resource group, same for the application resource group. Okay, so what I have to do, I will delete this, or can I redeploy? So here, this I'll make it 1. This is the problem last time I had it. Create.
So this resource group should be different. I mean, name should be different from the other
Yeah,
resource group we created.
application and workspace, both names should be different. So now it got deployed. So here, now you have this one database, I mean workspace. Now this is the workspace one I created, and we have to log in. So where is this? Just a second. All resources. I think it's not created successfully. Let me pause this.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so the reason for the confusion was this message. I did not see that. Still it is deploying. So just wait for it. Still is in progress. Okay, so now what we did, uh, we got this one. Now in this scenario, you have access to the control plane, which and then workspace. Both I will show you the access. Okay, so for that matter, just let it complete. Let me pause the recording.
This conference will now be recorded.
So now it has successfully created, and just a second. Yeah. So you can see that these are the resources. So network I created, automatically they created network group. All this is done by service only. They have created one storage account, network watcher, and this one and this one. So you have a Unity catalog here. Okay, and this is a workspace one. So why this still is deploying? Still the, because I should get one URL here, still has not come. So still it's deploying actually. So just wait for it. Sage deployment succeeded. There is a mismatch actually. Just wait for a few minutes more. So yeah, I think it took approx 15 minutes for me to get it. Now here, this is the URL. This is your Databricks workspace, the one which I created. Okay, and click on this. You can access with the Azure portal itself, and Azure portal access itself. And here, this is the workspace which you got it. Just that's a similar to what you get it for, what is this? Still it's setting up. Uh, what could be the region? Okay, maybe it's getting confused with this one. So let me log out first one. Okay, so I'm trying to access it, but it's not allowing. So what I will do, let me check the access. So here you can access the, whenever you deploy the uh, Databricks account console, you can access at this URL for Azure. And if you have deployed same thing with the AWS and a GCP, you can use this URL. So let me check with this URL, and this should be good. So I'm logging to this one using Microsoft Entra ID, the one which I have it. Uh, just a second. Strange. Okay, so this permission issue is not allowing me to go, but when you click here, this URL, it will take you to something like this, something like this. So this will be the kind of URL. Okay, now there's one more console which we get it, just like I was talking about. For Azure, this is the URL, which is for some reason, you see, it's not, you have to log in as an Entra ID, and for some reason that permission is a problem. But this I have deployed in a different cloud which I use it. So for that, if I go here and go to the workspace, say this workspace which the you see is this one. Okay, so this is the different account, and Azure is a different account. So ultimately, after you create all this thing, you get this one. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Okay, so after this, let's get started. I'll fix that later offline, that permission. So once you get this one, okay, so the first thing, here you have so many things. So this is the one workspace which I got it, and these are the things you have in the workspace. Okay, so now what you have in the workspace, so mostly uh, here, anything which is shared with you inside the workspace, this you have a directory inside the directory inside the directory inside the directory, some of the things which is favorite and trash. Now under the workspace, what you can have, that is important. So if you click on this right button, create, you can create a folder, you can create a notebook, you can create some regular files, you can store the queries also, dashboard also. Genius Space recently has come. Some legacy alert, and ML flow. ML flow also recently got added. Okay, so these are the things we have. But we will work with Notepad most of the time. But you can create a file also. So let me first create a folder inside the workspace. So folder 1, just I'm naming that so you'll understand this. And inside that again, you can create a folder 2. Okay, so typically this is your workspace, whatever you want to do inside that you can create like this. Okay, so now uh, inside that folder, I mean how you organize your code, you can create a file also. And here this file will be in the markup language MD5. So this is something which you can remember that. So here I created readme.md5, and you can close this older one, and here it is. Now these are the markup language editor which you have. So for example, this is heading, and live you can see here actually, and then content something like this is 1, this is 2. So this is up to you how you manage the documentations and all. So it will be helping you for that. Okay, so yeah, you can create a file inside this. Now I created that file somewhere in the, forgot that where I created. Okay, so like this. Now I am going to create mainly notebook. Okay, so let me create one folder. See, here it is. Now it has, oh, refresh issues there, so you have to always work with it. So now I'm going to create one more folder, and this is a getting started. Click here. Inside that I will create getting started. Inside that I'll create one notebook. Notebook is a very important part of your data engineering and MLs, so you have to work with it. Now if you see that left side, let's understand this one by one. Here, this is the organizations. Basically, this is the meta, all the meta information, and these are the views you have, which actually I got it from the catalog here. So, which you can see here. Now, this is the notepad. Uh, by default, you got some name. You can give some name. This is my first notepad. So, something like this. Okay, now remember, here you have a 4 language. That means Databricks Notepad allows you to run in a 4 language. Which are language? So you can run in Python, you can run in SQL, Scala, and R. Right now it's Python, but in same editor you can run 2 language also, 3 language also. Now here run all is there, and here you have a connect, and I'll talk about the connect a little bit. And the right side you have something to comment if you want to comment on any panel. This is like ML flow experiment. In that ML discussion we'll discuss about it. So if you want to do some experiment, you can call this here. Somewhere if you go downside here, you see AI ML experiment. This is the part of it. Anything you do with the first document, it is automatically versioned actually. So right now there's no much here, so you can't see that, but you can automatically see that version. So let's say you're typing here, automatically it will get saved, and then here you see automatically it version actually. Now this is here you can introduce some variables if you want. We'll discuss about this one, and environments also we'll discuss in future. Okay, so this is something which you have now.
So these
uh,
will come for free edition also, right? The right one, the right side
yeah,
ones.
this notebook will come from the free also. Yeah. Now, most important thing, anything you run here, please understand, anything you run here, I'll show you. You need a compute power. Where do you get it? So in Azure, when you go and create a compute power, okay. Sorry, here because I got a $40 credit. So I got the, here you see serverless and serverless GPU. These are the things which I got it free of cost. These are the things I got it free of cost. So you can say, hey, I want to run on this serverless, and anything you want to run, it will run on serverless. Okay, here you are selecting it automatically, and it will start automatically. The cluster C got connected. These are the free. Okay, you can disconnect also and terminate also, and all this thing you can do that. So where these computes are connected, so actually if you go left side here, you have a compute. Okay, so this is the free, you got it, but you can attach your own compute also. Right now that option I am not getting it here. Okay, I'm not getting it here because my this account is not attached to the Azure. Okay, so I don't want to attach this account to Azure because there'll be conflict again in the Azure account. So I'll first fix that option and then I'll connect and then show you the demo. But here also you can create a compute options here. But right now I'm using the this one serverless started warehouse where I got the credit. So remember that.
Also, I wanted to understand different types of computes which we can create and cost and what to select and all.
Yeah, we'll discuss that one. Okay, so now here once we come back, now we are going to work with Notepad. So what we can do, so just make you comfortable with it. So go for getting started, and here you have your Notepad. Now I have created some notes for you, so you can also get started with it. So this is the one, two notes I created just for practicing. So how can you get comfortable with uh, this one? So let's say here, this will check your Python version. Here you copy and paste. Now it's selected Python. So this is for Python, it will run. Now shift and enter, if you press, it will run and give you the output. So now you see here, it has run, it's waiting. It's running in the serverless compute right now. And then right now, in this compute, the serverless compute, the one environment which you got it, Python 3.11, you have it. Something like this, you can check that also. List of pip package which is there as part of it, and shift enter and see these are the pip package you have it. So if you are having doubts like okay which package is there or not there, so you can write a code accordingly. So you can see that here you have a pip package. Same way you want to display the current directory, so here paste it, shift enter, and this is the complete code you got it. So if you see that fspwd is not allowed, okay, not allowed, maybe in the serverless environment this is not allowed because of security reason. So that is a problem, but if you create your own it will be allowed for that. Okay, so I run this ls, what you have in the file system, so the directory what you have, so you can see that complete output for this here. Okay, so click on this, see these are the things you have actually, these are the, so this will display the list of files, list files in db file system root. So typically you have this one, you see volume and data set, so this way you can query that. Yeah, if you looking for some help, I think this one you can try.
And this DBFS is managed
The
storage, right? Or external?
database file system, the one
Uh,
which on which you have it. So yeah, now help has been deprecated, so magic is, you can try that one. Okay, so this way, this is the complete options which you have, these are the complete options you have for it. You can copy and let me edit this. Okay, so these are the options. Oh my god, so many options we have, I don't want to put it up here. That's all, that is sufficient. And magic, I'll put it in code. Yeah, so this way you can try. Now some of the basic commands you have for the Spark sessions and cluster basic, this just get started with it. Again we'll have so many commands like that. So now if you want to start a create a Spark session, okay, so what to do, so for that just run this one and shift enter. Now this will start your Spark session, and this is the results of it. Actually, if you have your own compute environment, you will have a something better output, but because it's serverless, it is message like that. Which Spark you are using? So for that, enter, and so on. Okay, so 4.0, which is the latest one. Now view all the configuration for the Spark which is set for your compute. So here, enter. Okay, so this dict has been deprecated, so you have to update this one. Uh, what is the options for this? So this happens sometime. Okay, one more thing, let me check. It's really deprecated or it is just a copy paste mistake. So sometime copy paste mistake happen. No, so object not callable. So now that is, I'll correct it later. Now if you want to tell Spark, hey, show me all the database, so this is the way to call this, and enter, shift and enter, and you see here there are two database, default and information schema. By the way, this default and information schema, if you go for this one, okay, this is the catalog which I got at Metastore. I'll discuss about this. Okay, so this you got it. This is the one which you are able to see. You can browse also if you go here, for samples, and these are the sample database, system, workspace. See, this is the one which I was showing you, workspace, default and information. So that way these are the database which was coming. This is the system database, and this has been shared with you. This is not owned by you, shared with you. So this way call it a views actually, or database name, whichever you call it actually. So yeah, you can practice it. Now list of tables in the default database. So how do you query? So enter. Right now there's no table in that, it's empty one actually. So like this. So this way you can work and with the basic Spark commands and get comfortable. We'll come back to that advanced command slowly. Now data creation and querying and display. So just get comfortable with this also. So how can we create a data? So now first thing you have to import this one. Okay, so this library you have to import it, so that will be easy for you to work. So this is the Python library I'm importing. Import row, done. And after that you are running this one, you are setting up the variable. So here data, you are setting up the variable row name, age, name, age. So there are two data which you are setting up. Okay, done. Now you want to see the data, see that, and you see here name and age long. So here if you see, this is the way. So create a simple data frame. Now you want to show the data frame. So alias 29 bot. So this way using the PySpark library, you can create a data frame, show the data frame. You can describe the data frame schema one by one. If you learn, you will get a habit of it. And then again, you can create another one, run a SQL on data frame. So okay, one more extra, and then finally you can do some conditioning. Spark SQL select name age from where the age is greater than 50 and show. So this way you can query and get comfortable with it and so on. Now save default data frame as a table in a default DB. Name of the table will be people table. So now you create it, you saw, now whole things you are creating a table. So now here you go to the default and refresh. Refresh here button is coming here and go to the default. See people table, you have got it here. Earlier it was not there. Name and age. Now you can see that. So some of the way, this is the way you can work for the Spark data creation, querying and display. Just a basic one. So you get comfortable with the working with the notepad. Are you comfortable?
Yes, but can you explain me what DBFS and all that will
So
take up
in
time?
the when we design the uh, this what you say Unity catalog, no manifest metadata, no, then we'll discuss in detail because I don't want to
Okay.
go back to this. But yeah,
Okay.
one thing I want to tell you how it is being stored. So for that, Unity catalog Databricks. So just at a high level because you should not get confused for this. So here the question is what is the question you should ask, what is Unity catalog? So see, this is the catalog you will see in the console account, and what it says, uh, there is a one thing which you call a meta store. Stores means where you store all the data. Okay, so something like you can say lots of data you want to store, so that's called meta store. So meta store is a top level container for catalog in Unity catalog. Now in Unity catalog, understand that within a meta store, Unity catalog provide three level of namespace. Okay, for organizing the data: catalog, schemas, and table. These are the three things. Table or views both are same, and schemas and database both are same. Don't get confused. So now if you see that this image here, let's understand this. So this is the meta store which I was showing you in the admin account. In this you have a catalog. Catalog will have a schema. The schema, I just said, schema is equal to database. See here. So schema you can call is equal to database. If you have worked with the database ever, you can do that. And then table views are this one. So inside the schema you have a table, views, volumes, function, few more actually. And this is how the organization is being done for the at the Databricks. So if you see that here, this is the one catalog I got it, one meta store. This is the meta store. If you see here, this you are able to see inside that how much you got it. So I got only this one, this two default table you can say, or schemas. Uh, Sorry, a default this one. What is it? I forgot this. Catalog. So you can call it catalog, and inside that uh, table, this is the table, and inside that this is the all these columns. So this is how it's been organized actually. Make sense?
What about the Hive Metastore? It is completely deprecated.
No, 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 it's there. No, here
Where? Can you
Metastore.
show me?
Yeah, we call it catalog
A
Metastores.
catalog. No, no. Hive Metastore also will be there, right? By default, or should we enable something at the cluster level?
So Metastore is the one, and inside that, if you see Unity catalog has Metastore, so that catalog schemas and all this thing. So this is the way they manage the overall content. Somewhere I missed it. Where is
Yeah.
that?
What about Hive Metastore? Hive Metastore will be there, right? I mean, this Unity catalog is the latest one.
Mhm. This is the latest one.
Yeah, but there will be Hive Metastore also, right? By default enabled.
Maybe it's for the private data centers. Let me come back on this. Okay.
Hive, HIVE.
Oh, Hive.
Hive
Okay.
Metastore.
This is for the okay. This we set it up. Actually, this Hive Metastore is a name. Actually, you're
Mm.
confusing. It's a name actually. By default, you get Hive Metastore. Whenever you set up at Azure, right, you get a Hive Metastore. That is a name.
So when it will come only in Azure Databricks portal or
I have seen in Azure, maybe others also. I need to check actually. But here you get it. Here,
in the
somewhere.
catalog? Yeah, in the
Here,
catalog itself we will see Hive
yeah,
Store
here
also.
you see. Here you see Hive one. So that you get it. I have seen at Azure. Others I need to check it.
Yeah.
That is the name of it. Okay. I got confused. High or something.
No, it is
Okay.
Hive. HIVE.
Mhm. So this is the way you work with this one. Now, there's one more I want to show you the demo, and which is this one. Okay, Unity catalog. So how to work with the catalog? So the same thing, no? Catalog, schemas, tables. How do we work with it? So some of the commands I want you to uh, practice it and get comfortable. Now, for that you have to change the workspace. I mean, you can work with the same workspace, that's not a problem. But I am going to change the workspace. And this time I'm going to call this workspace SQL. Okay. So this one SQL. Now here I will change this to SQL. And here it says changing the default language may render cells without Python declaration invalid. To override this, add beginning to cell, and yeah, that's okay. That's I'm fine with it. So now if you want to see the list of catalogs what you have right now, so I have, I think, one catalog only, meta or something. So that is the catalogs. You will see that. So let's wait for it. So this way you can check the catalogs. You may be working with the multiple catalogs and so on. It's taking time. Why? Taking too much time. Hmm. So yeah, still has not come. So you see that samples left side also you match this samples, system, and workspace. So these are the three catalogs you have, out of which you have my workspace is yours, system by default, and sample is shared. So this way you can see the list of catalog. If you want to work with a multiple catalog, you can switch the catalog. So right now you can write this one, but don't run command blindly. Main is basically by default I'm working in the workspace, but if you want to work with system, so you can put like this and so now you can work with that catalog. So you can query, just like remember that in a database, if you do use database name, correct? So that way we switch right before working. So like that. Now if you want to show the see the schema of system, so show schemas or tables. So systems, you have, these are the things, see, these are the things. So you can browse also, but I want you to get comfortable with this. And so now if you want to use some schemas, you can run. You want to see some tables, so first you use schemas. So schemas in this here serving. Okay, I'm using serving and enter. And here you see there's nothing, actually it's empty, I guess. It's there. Why it's not showing? Oh, sorry. Use schema. We are not showing. So next command will show. Hmm. So now it will show the endpoints and server entities. So this is the way. See, it is there. So yeah, you can show the current catalog and schema like this. You can describe the schemas also. So for example, if you want any schemas, so describe schema extended default. So default is serving, right? Minus serving. And okay, so whole detailing for the each rows column you can see using this. See here, you have got it. Okay, so this is the way you can work with catalog and schema. Remember, catalog you can say is like your container, and inside that schema is like your database, and then finally inside that you have a views or table, use the same, and some metadata. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Okay, so now if you want to see that table, so right now I have a, let me show you the table. So I have an endpoint, right? So endpoint uses, so you have to give the table name and enter. So, and this is the complete data of you have here. So describe a specific table. If you want to see the extended view of table, you can do that. If you want to see the columns in the, so sorry, yeah, so here it is. So this way you can see how many changes has happened in that particular table. You can see that. And you want complete details data, I think this is the most popular SQL commands. You can see like this. Okay, so just you have to get handy, because these are the small code right now, but soon we'll have a large code when you do the ETL and all. So like this. Okay, so this is the one. Now uh, how can you create a new table? So for that, what should I do? What should I do? Let me change the my workspace default. Okay, so let me change to the workspace default. So this is the catalog workspace, system and sample. So I'll go to the workspace. Okay, so how to work workspace? So use catalog name, catalog name called workspace. Enter. I'm going to this one. Okay.
No, I have one question here. This
Mhm.
catalog, Unity catalog comes by default or should we create one?
Uh, this one.
Unity catalog. Uh,
Yeah, this basically Databricks trial account they have given it to me. So you can create your own catalog, and right now I'm using the one which is, so you can create your own catalog also,
okay, okay.
but from here backend, this one You can create a one
From
more
where?
here.
Okay, from
Um,
here we have to create. Okay,
this
not from there directly.
No workspace you cannot create. This is the administrator options. Unity catalog you
Oh,
have here.
okay, okay.
Okay, I'll share
Mm-hmm.
this URL in your chat window.
Okay.
Okay, so now I was doing something, so I moved to the workspace. Okay, and after that, uh, I move the workspace, and then I'm going to use the schema. So schema default. Okay, schema default and enter. So schema default. Now I'm going to create a table. So this is the way to create a table. It's called sales. So I'm creating a table. Okay, let's look at this. And here is done. Workspace default sales. You see sales table. Here you got it. Now I can feed the data. Same. These are the sequels actually. Okay, like this. And after that, you can create a more table. Again, you can create a more table. You can insert into some table and override it. So these are some of the basic commands which you can try. Now if some codes are there, so let me feed that, because thing is next thing is there. So here, let me feed this also. So I create a table, and this one also. Now I'm not explaining it. These all are the DDL DML statements. I hope you understand this. So enter.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah,
But the locations, right? Using Parquet location and all, maybe managed or
yeah. This is the managed
external
one
location.
completely. Yeah.
Okay, this is all managed.
Uh,
Okay, this is only Databricks trial version, right? And we cannot go with external, or can we go with external also in trial version? Meaning
uh,
external, meaning it should sit in cloud
no,
storage only, or
yes.
not?
You can connect to the Azure also. I have some permission problem. I'll first fix my account and then I'll show you.
No. Now here also, I mean, we don't have Azure connection, right? Can we create any external location here, or here it comes with only managed location?
No, that's what I'm saying. This is your account admin, okay? This is the account admin. Now here, cloud resources, I have to connect with the Azure, this one. So
Okay.
this I have not done actually. So let me first do that, and then let me add the cluster. So first you have to add this here, and after that you have to create a cluster. How? So go to the here and you create a cluster. So right now I have not done so
No,
actually.
that one works only with Azure, right? I mean, this is Databricks, right?
No. Okay, wait a second. Understand this way. This control plane, okay,
Mm.
is Databricks service only. This
Mm.
data plane we are hosting. Data plane means workspace we are hosting. In this case, what happened? The This is the control plane, and data plane. The data plane which is here is given. This is at the Google Cloud. Okay, this is the Google Cloud.
Okay,
So
now you
data
are
plane you
in
can,
Google
yeah,
Cloud.
this is
Okay.
the Google Cloud. So I have to connect with Azure. I'll show you that. Don't worry about that. Okay, so let me. I was doing something. So go to the workspace, getting started, SQL. So yeah, this is the way you can query and filter the data. So if you want to run this. Okay, like this. So these are the way you can run in the notepad, and some of the drop commands. I mean, again, these are the DDL daemons, so you have to. So what I basically tried to show you is how to use SQL editor, SQL notebook, and Python notebook in order to run your code and get output of it. Also, this connection is important. This is the most important one. Here, here I have only serverless, two serverless is there, which I connected. But after the use, you should disconnect. So you should say terminate. And are you sure you want to see here? Are you sure you want to terminate this compute resources? This action will affect all of your user connected to this workspace. So confirm. Why you should why you should terminate? Let me tell you. Because right now I'm using in the Databricks, so $40 will be utilized. But if you do not terminate, then your Azure resources will be keep on running all the time. Okay, so you should terminate. Now after that, if you think no, I want to work again and I have some work, so again create. It will take 30 seconds and start one more time. For example, let me do that. So if you see here, connecting, and it's not connected. Connect it, serverless, and now it's connecting. Automatically it will create. So basically you will be paying the that as long as you are using compute, and if you are terminated, you'll not be using it. Understood now?
Yeah, yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
And
So
to
here,
connect to Azure Cloud, we have to connect from accounts page, right? I mean, where we
uh,
manage is what you said, right?
yes, yes. So here, this is the one. Okay.
Okay, cloud resources, catalog, everything should be created
So
here.
right now I
Okay.
have only one workspace. I can create a more workspace or workspace also, but you have
Okay.
to connect.
Usually companies don't give us access, right, to this.
Yeah.
They will
So
create. Okay.
this is the AWS. This is on AWS, the one which I'm showing you.
Hmm.
This one you won't get access. Only the workspace access you get it. This
Yeah.
this one you won't get it. So here you create everything. So right now I got one meta store. Here you want to add all this RBAC operations. Remember the first day we discussed, second day. Here you can do users, service principals, group. So service principal for all the automations and all, but users and group for the real user. You can create a group. Here you can attach to your AWS, GCP, or what do you say, Azure. So here you can attach to this. So right now I have not attached, so that is one thing. And some of the settings also we need to discuss this one as a super admin. We need to discuss. I'm not discussing right now because once we become comfortable with the whole tool system, it'll become a matter of few minutes to discuss all this. So here Uber authentications, here's subscription and billing. So right now I got the $40 and I use $39, I mean $1. So 39. Why I terminated that one? Because if I don't terminate, it will keep deducting the money from here. Got it?
Yeah. And
So
storage account you will not create here. Once you configure the cloud resources, automatically storage account will come.
that will be automatically. The moment you create a workspace, more
Mm.
workspace, it create a storage account there in the cloud itself. So that way. So
I
right now
mean,
you see,
after, no, no, how to create external storage location? Create,
See,
create.
external storage location means three options you have: Azure, Google Cloud, and AWS. So,
I'm looking for Azure.
so what you have to do, this you have to attach to Azure right now. So I have not,
Okay.
so you have to
Uh,
attach. For
mm,
example, you go to this cloud resources, add
mm,
credential, and here you
mm,
have to work actually.
mm. After that is done.
Then you can do that on Azure also. And this is okay. Again, I'm repeating. You're getting lost actually. When I say this place, this one is AWS. So there is a two different URL for it. Azure has given. This is for Azure. This is for AWS.
URL is different. Cloud.
So if you go for this URL, which I'm not having access, see here.
Uh,
So I'm not able to do that. Enter ID, some Azure account have issues. So I'm not able
mm,
to go to that place. But something like this, what you can say, I am showing you this one. That means when you access this one, consider that will be Azure. And there you can create n number of things.
okay. And that storage account you will create there. But for Azure, it is not, I mean, the concept is different then for storage account and all. Okay,
Um,
storage configuration is there. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So this is AWS. Like this
Okay.
will be Azure also.
Okay.
Okay, so you play with this, whatever I have shown you, and then again we'll connect tomorrow and then we'll continue. Okay.